Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Bryan W. Adams.
Well, hey, everybody. Thanks so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. Really excited to have a chance to catch up with everybody. We've got the biggest announcement we've ever made. So if you're sitting on the call and you know some of your team members who aren't dialing into this call, you need to text them and ask them to dial in. This is going to be one of the biggest, I think actually the biggest announcement we've ever made. And so hold on, because this is going to be exciting. So seriously, if you were, especially if you're in the Medicare space, text your team, make sure that they jump on this call because it's going to be a really exciting one. But before we get to that, we've been having this reunion show of sorts with all the Integrity Idol finalists. And today we are joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Richard Matheson from Savers Pinnacle in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He was the only finalist that didn't sing, but his talent was so good that he shone through and did an incredible job playing the guitar. And so we're excited to have Richard here with us. He supported an incredible charity called the National MS Society and raised some great money for that and did some great things as part of Integrity Idol. So, Richard, thanks a lot for joining us, my friend.
Hey, happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, this is going to be a lot of fun today. Really appreciate you being here, and just can't wait to see kind of where we can, where this call will lead. But we got an exciting announcement, man. So make sure you stick around. Like I said, we've had a lot of big announcements. But I don't think any that will be as big as this one today, and that deserves some walk-up music, my friend. And so you jumped in to this contest. In fact, Raymond Richard, my good buddy, said he didn't even know you played the guitar whenever you ended up whenever you ended up in this contest. Tell us a little bit about your passion about playing the guitar and kind of where that came from.
Well, it started very early. I mean, I, like most kids, early in elementary school was told you need to find an instrument to play to be a part of the band, and I actually started playing trombone when I was in, I guess, 5th grade, and I actually got into jazz band and started playing the upright bass, and I decided I really like strings. I like instruments with strings on them, so I was probably 12 years old when my mom bought me my first guitar, and it's been, I guess we'll say, downhill ever since. So I've been playing it for a long time and really enjoy it.
That is awesome. Now, how long have you been with Pinnacle and now this combination between Pinnacle and Savers?
Yeah, I started with Pinnacle in 2012, so I've been there just over 8 years, about 8.5 years now.
Awesome. Well, Lindsay and Raymond are some of the best people I've ever met. There's some great people, and I know they feel the same by you as well. So you supported, as part of this, we gave back almost $100,000 to charity, and we allowed people to choose their charity of their choice, and the idea was to give back as we were all going through this COVID period and this lockdown period. And you chose the National MS Society. Tell us more about why you chose that and what it was like to give back to that group.
Well, my wife and I have been a part of the National MS Society for about 7 years now. We've participated. They do what's called the Tour to Tanglewood, which is a big bike ride here in the local area that raises money to help, find new therapeutic treatments, hopefully one day a cure for MS. And we kind of got into it really on accident. We just were looking for a way to get some exercise. And she said, we ought to just join this. A guy that she worked with actually ran a team, And in the past 7 years, we have become best friends with this guy. He's our team captain. His name is Matt Alloy, and he is a gentleman that has MS. And it's just really amazing to see some of these people that, I mean, he at one point was basically confined to a wheelchair. And then through the work of the MS Society and through his work of riding the bicycle, I mean, he's gotten himself to where now over the weekend, because it's a 2-day event, he'll ride over 100 miles on the bike. And it is just so inspiring to see these people that are fighting through this disease, living with it every day, but still they're out there pushing themselves on the bike. And so it makes people like my wife and I say, we can do twice as much. If they're able to do that while living with that disease, we can do a lot more to support them. And it was really awesome in a year like this year where, like most charitable organizations, I mean, fundraising was just down across the board. It was really awesome to be able to still be able to contribute thanks to Integrity and the Integrity Idol.
Wow. Well, that was that is inspiring to hear today, and it was inspiring to see you as you were going through this competition. I think hopefully it kind of made us all feel like we're more connected. And while we're a large family and continuing to grow larger, hopefully it made it even a more intimate type family. And hopefully you enjoyed that as much as we did.
Absolutely.
So, Richard, what are you going to play for us today?
Well, I'm going to play a rendition of Little Wing. I think maybe originally by Jimi Hendrix, probably most famously by Jimi Hendrix.
All right. We can't wait, man.
All right. Well, I'll hit it.
That was awesome, man. That was awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Ron.
Thank you for sharing that, man. That was so much fun. I hope everything goes great for you today. I hope you have an incredible day. Richard, stick around. It's about to be a huge announcement. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Hopefully Raymond and some others get really excited about it as well. But thank you again, my friend. Appreciate you.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, Ron.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks so much for joining the Inspire podcast today. We wanted to have this special podcast today to share just some exciting developments here at Integrity and some of the things we've been working really hard on. And our team here at Integrity, everybody has been just working their tails off. And I can tell you, going through this COVID period and just the challenge that we saw in 2020, it's been remarkable to see how much we've actually accomplished. And you guys, everybody has worked just so remarkably hard to really meet Americans where they are, make sure that we got them the life and health insurance coverage that they need. And we've also been trying to work hard behind the scenes to continue to bring new resources and additional resources to our agents and agencies. One of our passions here at Integrity is innovating insurance and really trying to make sure that we've got the resources and the technology and the support to continue to innovate and stay ahead of the curve and to serve Americans even better as a group, as a team, and as an integrity family than we could ever do on our own. And it's really about that passion that we have about serving Americans and making sure that they have the right health care and the right life insurance protection as part of it, and also the wealth planning components with annuity planning and others. And so one of the things in our quest for innovating insurance has been, how do we create new distribution opportunities? So this partnership that we just had with Connection Point that we just announced has opened up a ton of doors. The partnership that we had with Thomas Arts about a year ago with bringing in a full-service advertising agency has created just an incredible opportunity. I think everybody who's been close to integrity would agree that we have really been able to innovate insurance in a huge way through that. Our partnership with Insurance Administrative Solutions, or IAS, has just opened up so many doors for us to better serve our carrier partners in the industry and make sure that they're getting the service that they need to make sure that the back office support of the overall process can be taken care of. And even if you go back to 2017, when we partnered with Mike White and H.C. Chapman and Tony Light and all the other incredible people at AIMC, what we were able to do with that, with the product development engine, especially in the Medicare supplement side and the carrier relationships, has really opened so many incredible doors. And that's all just talking primarily Medicare. If you think about all the other incredible things we've done with Sean Mike and Andy Albright and Alan Town and Barry Clarkson and Chad Milner and Craig Harvey and all the different partnerships that we've created on the life side has been incredible. And then you start thinking about some of the other opportunities we partnered with American Senior Benefits and Jim Sweeney and Clay Legette, and you think about Ed Shackelford and Kurt Klein at TAG and what they've been able to bring to the table. And then our traditional brokerage opportunities with Premier and Agent Pipeline and Elder Care and Cornerstone, and and McNerney and all these I could just continue to discuss. We have done so much to innovate insurance throughout this process. We've created more products throughout the last few years than we've ever created before. We've helped more people than we've ever helped before. And today, out of all of those announcements that I just brought up, I think today is one of the most pivotal moments in our company's history, because what we've been able to do here is partner with an incredible group of people that have really created some industry-leading technology, and by partnering together, we're going to be able to more efficiently and more effectively serve Americans and meet them where they are. And so today, I am excited and honored to announce that CSG Actuarial has joined the Integrity family. As part of this, CSG Actuarial principals Bryan Neary and Doug Feekin will become managing partners here at Integrity as they continue to lead their team as they innovate insurance as on their part. Now, for those of you who know CSG, it needs no introduction. In fact, especially the Medicare supplement platforms that they have created have really led the industry in so many different ways. And they have built an incredibly successful business that uses data and technology that streamlines and simplifies healthcare for everyone. Both Bryan and Doug have done a lot to disrupt the healthcare industry. They first got started in 2007 as an actuarial consulting firm that focused on product development services. As their business grew, they accumulated massive amounts of product rating, data, agent-supported data, and other insights that ultimately transformed into simple tools, including a software that now the industry effectively runs on, and also agent research solutions, trends analysis, and a lot more. Today, many of their tools are the industry benchmarks, specifically their Medicare solutions, Medicare supplement solutions, as well as what they've done in the Medicare Advantage space, final expense, senior dental, and hospital indemnity markets. These guys have literally cracked the code in creating quoting and enrollment software that works incredibly well for agents, for agencies, for carriers, and for consumers. And bringing them into the Integrity family is a huge step in providing a turnkey solution for all stages of the consumer healthcare journey, from enrollment all the way through to retention. And I cannot tell you how impactful this partnership is really going to impact the entire Integrity family. In fact, last year alone, they had almost 25 million quoting events through their software. 25 million that have been touching their software, and what I know many of our partners here at Integrity have really done is we utilize their technology, and this software as a solution, or SaaS, the software as a service kind of business model, is really our back end of the entire quoting side and really helping agents be even more successful. So as they sit down in a home and in a certain zip code, that they can quote very quickly the best rate and find the best solution for the consumer. And so by being part of the Integrity family, we're going to be able to give them more resources to help create more proprietary technology. And I cannot wait to see what we can accomplish together. So on behalf of all the Integrity partners here, we cannot be more excited to welcome CSG Actuarial and Bryan Neary and Doug Feekin to the Integrity family. So I've asked them to join us here today. Bryan and Doug, thank you so much. I really think about transformational partnerships and what we are trying to create here at Integrity. And this one is going to be one, I think, that will get everyone's attention in a huge way, and everyone will be incredibly excited about this partnership. So Doug and Bryan, thank you so much for joining us. Really excited about being your partner.
Thanks, Bryan. This is Bryan Neary. I got to say I'm pretty humbled by that introduction. We've worked with a lot of the Integrity partners over the years, and I've always been impressed with their businesses. And, you know, really, I think we're as excited as Bryan is, and hopefully the rest of the Integrity team, and really honored to be here today. When I started the company back in 2007, I didn't really contemplate the kind of success we would have. And frankly, that's a lot of that success is because a lot of the Integrity partners, too. They trusted us to partner with us in helping build our company. And we're really excited to do the same. I'm so proud of our team, proud to be here, that a company like Integrity would want to partner with us and see value in what we built. So just, it's truly amazing, and so excited to figure out what we can accomplish together as we get more of the resources of Integrity. It's going to be great. There is a huge demand for our software, and as all of you know, and really we think partnering with Integrity is going to accelerate our growth and accelerate the growth of all the Integrity partners. So thanks, Bryan. I really appreciate it.
Well, my friend, we're the ones that are humbled that you chose to join Integrity as our partner. I think your partner Doug Feekin is also on. Doug, are you there with us, my friend?
I am. Thanks, Bryan. This is Doug Feekin. Furthering kind of what Bryan said, data continues to play a huge role in the industry today, and it's becoming more and more important all the time. As all of you know, being actuaries by trade, we've known and we've learned over time how to aggregate that data, use it in a way to build these tools that make it most beneficial for agents and marketers to do their jobs effectively. our goal has always been to make our tools simple, intuitive, etc., so agents can get the maximum benefit out of those tools. We are extremely excited, as Bryan mentioned, to work together with Integrity to continue to evolve and reshape the insurance industry.
Well, we are as well, Doug. Really, man, I'm getting blown up. I'm getting blown up by all of the response here that our partners have had. Our partners have gotten kind of used to us making announcements and big announcements. But whenever I got on, I said, you don't want to miss this one because this is the biggest one of all. I think that people now are realizing how big it truly is. But I know you guys also, listen, Bryan, we've known each other. We've known each other a long time. We both had hair back then. Whenever we first got to be friends, and looking back, man, we've always worked together on some projects, but it's been incredibly fun to watch what you guys have done. I know you guys have an incredible backstory that a lot of people just realize or think about CSG Actuarial and think that that's the software that they use for all their quoting tools today. But I know you guys, started with humble beginnings like we all did. I'd love to hear more about your backstory.
Thanks, Bryan. Yeah, so our company's located in Omaha, Nebraska. It's where I'm from. I grew up. I've got two brothers and a younger sister, two great parents that were, great role models. They had me. I'm the oldest. They had me in college. Didn't have any money. My dad was an actuary, which is kind of how I got into it. And I watched them kind of, I wouldn't say struggle in the beginning, but they worked hard, and I always recognized that it takes hard work to get what you want. I attended the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. Like I said, I saw my dad had some success as an actuary and thought, well, I'm good at math. I might as well give this a whirl. And so once I really started my career at Mutual of Omaha in the life and health side of the business. I actually worked for Doug for a little while, which I learned a lot from him. And then from there, I always wanted something more. I wanted a new challenge. And so I left Mutual in 2001 and went to go work for a company that was starting up a senior health division. At 28 years old, I got exposed to doing a lot. I was pricing products, working on reinsurance deals, working on TPA agreements. Really got me excited about owning and starting a business. I recognized I could do it. I call it my last real job, but before I started CSG, I was chief actuary at Medico Insurance Company. 32 years old. Again, another challenge. Didn't know what I was doing, but really wanted to challenge myself. And I don't think I could have started CSG without that experience. I got exposed to a lot of different opportunities at a young age. But yeah, so it's once I made the move, my wife would tell it differently, but I know I discussed it with her. But she says one day I just came home and said I quit my job and I started my own company. I don't think it went that way, but I'll let her have that one. But yeah, so I had some ideas of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to accomplish, and it was the time in my life to do it. So just jumped in and bought a laptop and a printer and started CSG Actuarial really from scratch.
That is amazing. Doug, tell us a little bit more about your background. I know we've a lot of us knew you at Mutual, but tell us a little bit more about your background.
Yeah, sure. So this is Doug. I grew up in Council Bluffs, Iowa, which is actually just right across the river from Omaha. Like Bryan, I learned the value of hard work from my parents as they worked to support my sister and me growing up. Sports played a large role for me growing up. I played multiple sports through high school, and I played basketball and baseball in college. Always really appreciated kind of the traits you learn from sports, beyond the sports itself, but the discipline, the hard work, the teamwork, all those things, I think are always, good building blocks for life beyond sports. I also found that the competitiveness I enjoyed so much in sports translated well to the business world later on. I was also good at math growing up, so I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. I took a shot at an actuarial exam out of college, which I passed, which then led me to an actuarial position at Mutual Omaha. I was at Mutual for more than 20 years. The last 10 years, I managed their Medicare supplement product line. I joined CSG in 2011. I liked everything they were doing. They're just getting going on the technology side, so I liked everything they were doing on the technology side, the quoting for agents, all those sorts of things. We have found over time that Bryan and I kind of have complementary skill sets that work really well together to come up with new ideas, figure out if they're going to work, and then get them done to get them out in the marketplace.
Yeah, we like I said, a lot of us have known you from the Mutual days and all the great success we all had together there, and it's been fun to watch you guys come together. Now, Bryan, so listen, it's amazing to watch how you guys have created this business from scratch, and that's how Integrity was started, as you know. In fact, Bryan, I think you were at the very first Integrity meeting we had out in Vegas. We had you as our consulting actuary. We were both young, man. I mean, we were both in like our late 20s, and we were trying to act as if as much as possible. And one of the things we needed to do is have an actuary to help us. And so Tom, Mike, and Dan Shep and I jumped in with you, and then it's been fun to watch how you went your way and we went ours, and now meeting back up. I know there's several people, so I'd love to hear more about the backstory of how you got started, but I know there's several people on here that may not even know what an actuary does. And so would you mind just really quickly, and maybe we should ask Doug to do this, but because he's a real actuary, but no offense, Brian. But would you just give us a quick overview of what actuarial science is and why it's important in insurance companies?
For sure, and one thing I will point out, I do miss those early days. We were faking it till we make it, and it was so fun though. Like, you didn't know what was going to happen, but that excitement was so cool back then. Yeah, so an actuary, I describe it. This may not be a good. An actuary truly at its core is a financial engineer for insurance companies. So you think of any engineer in a manufacturing business or anything, they build products, they design products. That's what an actuary does. We design and build products for insurance companies. That's what I've always found the most exciting piece of it. Obviously, they do a lot of financial reporting, and they, set reserves, which is really, think about it, estimate of future claims on, say, a life insurance policy. And a lot of, actuaries can do that. I always gravitated toward the product development side. That's what I thought was the most exciting and where I could have the most impact. But that's really what I started the company on. I always felt like there were, when I worked in an insurance company, there was all these natural tensions between, say, the marketing and sales department and the actual department. The actuaries are the conservative, geeks back in their cubicle trying to just, screw over those salespeople with the highest rates and lowest commissions all the time. And when I looked at that, I thought there's got to be a better way. That doesn't make sense. That's inefficient for everybody. And who's best to do it? I could never do what you guys do, marketing, sales, and the creativity and all of that. But one area I thought that we could contribute is we not only understand how you build the products, but if we start to understand the market and what makes those that are successful, we can start to accumulate that data and put it together in a package so we can help arm everybody to build the best products. And, that's really, that was the early core of what we did. I started the company and we talk about the software and all of that. That's really exciting. But it started as an actual consulting firm. And I started another business at the same time. Didn't plan on even growing the Actuarial business, to be honest with you. I had to come up with a name. So CSG, some might know. Some people ask me all the time, what does CSG stand for? Well, it's really my three kids, Clara, Sam, and Gus. Shows you maybe lack of creativity, but that's how it started. But it evolved, right? You just work hard. You call, you communicate with people, you treat people right. Next thing you know, I've got a few other clients, customers. We started building some of this competitive rate data, particularly in MedSup. Moved out of my basement into an old office in the middle of Dundee. Like any small business, we had our challenges. We had a pipe burst right above my desk and flooded everything one day. Then 6 months later, we had a robbery, stole all our laptops. Police show up, they're fingerprinting everywhere. I still don't understand why they fingerprinted for a few laptops. But, all those things built who we are today. And like I said earlier, a lot of the integrity partners helped with that. And then I was about 2010, 2011. We had started to really lean into this competitive data and with the idea of really driving more consulting projects. We thought if we could sell some of this competitive rate data on the MedSup side, that we would get more actual consulting projects. But then, we started calling insurance companies saying we have this data. And the first one I called was Doug. Doug was still at Mutual, and I said he's one of the could be our biggest critic, but if we can get him on board, that's going to be great. And so I said, hey, I got this MedSup data to sell. You want to buy it? And he, with a little skeptical eye, said, let me take a look at it. And, he was one of our first, Mutual at the time was one of our first customers of that service. And then, like I said, we recognized the opportunity, and I recognized it, and Doug came on board in 2011. And I think of him truly as a co-founder because from that point in time, he contributed a ton to our business and really helped accelerate that. And then, over that, we continued to build a wonderful team that believed in what we were doing, and we're here today. So again, I'm humbled by that introduction because I don't know if we see ourselves that way. We just want to get up every day and work hard and serve our customers, and that's really what I get most excited about. Still, when I get an email, even if it's a $10 monthly subscription, this many years later, that just I get so excited, and that's our team that's built a great product that people see value in and want to use. So anyway, I couldn't imagine being here, and appreciate it.
That's awesome. So Doug, you joined in 2011. Tell us a little bit about what drew you to Bryan and jumping into this opportunity.
Sure. So kind of along the lines of what Bryan mentioned, I think, somewhere along the way in my prior actuarial life, I figured out that, for programs, we were doing product development work, designing Medicare supplement programs. The programs that truly worked are the ones that worked for everybody, right? They didn't just work for the carrier or the sales team or whoever. They had to work for all parties that were involved for it to be successful and to actually work long term. And so that was always kind of a key piece to understanding, okay, well, why is this one working and that one's not working, that sort of thing. And so I think, we were actuaries by trade, but we kind of figured out that really you needed to understand that broad market and understand the different roles that people play and why they act a certain way and what they need and what works for them. That in large part kind of led us down the path into understanding independent agent distribution and kind of how agents think and why agents like this company and don't like that company, why they promote here and don't promote here. And so I think as I was kind of understanding those things and figuring out those things in the marketplace, I joined CSG in 2011. I was really excited about the technology stuff that Bryan had going on. It was just kind of getting going. We had some data feeds put together that we're selling, but we really didn't have an online quote tool. We're just getting that out. So really it's kind of taking that knowledge of the market and mirroring it with these, new technology ideas that nobody was doing at that time in this space. And then kind of, as Bryan said, just work really hard every day, right? You come in and you push and you push and you push every single day. If you sold 2 yesterday, you try to sell 3 today, and you try to sell 4 tomorrow. And that's just that day in, day out grind that we've been doing since 2011 that's got us where we are. So very proud of all that and looking forward to building, bigger and better things in the future.
Yeah, well, guys, it's amazing to see the team y'all have assembled. I was just in Omaha a week or so ago with you guys and your team, and it's amazing, the young, dynamic, sharp, software engineers and marketing people and actuaries that you guys have assembled. And I think great leaders attract great people, and that was one of the things I left that meeting thinking is, man, you guys are just such great leaders, industry innovators, and then you attract great people. And so, as we kind of wrap up today, I'd love to hear what y'all's thoughts are. I know what our team is thinking about just the incredible excitement about adding CSG to the entire Integrity family and the platform that we're building here. Tell us a little bit more about what y'all's thoughts are and why you're joining Integrity.
Yeah, thanks, Bryan. First of all, like I said, we've talked about it. We've had long-term relationships with a lot of the Integrity partners. We've been watching really in amazement of the rapid growth, the success, and really the energy that you bring. And so that's the first thing. We look at this and say, if we're going to make a change, who do we partner with? And that's that checked the box for us. We know everybody. We see what's going on. Entrepreneurial, the culture seems to fit. So that's obviously the first thing. The other thing is, the market's changing rapidly. Consumer interests are shifting. Consolidation changes. Technology is evolving rapidly. Our business is getting more and more complex with all that going on, that we were coming to the conclusion that, we really needed to find a partner that would back our team to continue our vision and growth. And so when we really go through this and say, what is all the pieces you need, Integrity really checked all those boxes. And I think it puts our team really in the best position to succeed. And, I hope as they get to learn more too, as we go through this together, we'll start continue to click on all cylinders and not only help our own business grow, but help Integrity grow and help all the Integrity partners as well. So far it's been a wonderful decision. Really appreciate the opportunity today to present and be introduced to everybody, and looking forward to what we can all build together.
Yeah, this is Doug. I'll add on that just a little bit. It's pretty much what Bryan said. I think, one of the pieces about knowing the Integrity partners is that also means that they know us, right, and they know what we can do and they know what we're capable of. So really, trying to find someone whose ambition for the future matches our own as far as the things that we want to accomplish and the things they want to accomplish. It's a great time to be in this space with the demographics and the push and the technology and all that sort of thing. So really looking forward to this partnership having a big impact in the industry beyond what we've each had separately in the past, and to work with all of the Integrity partners to create new tools for this space.
Well, and guys, the exciting thing is we've already been working together for a long time. We've been a long-time customer of yours, and so we've been working together for a really long time. But even now as partners, it opens up new doors and new opportunities. So even last week, Bryan, I know you and some of your team were with Thomas Arts and Connection Point and some of the other integrity team members already talking about what can we do. So even before we announced this, you guys have already you rolled up your sleeves and gotten to work. And I can tell you, we could not be more excited. In fact, as I said a minute ago, I've never gotten this many texts. I've been trying to keep up with them from all of our integrity partners. But we have a few of our partners that would like to just really quickly get on and say congratulations. So I'm going to bear with us with maybe some technology issues. We always sometimes have some challenges here, but these partners have really wanted just to hop on real quick and just welcome you to the family, because in integrity we are one large family. And so I want to start with Mike White, who really, we've been talking for a long time, and one of the things is I remember Mike calling me one day and said, "Hey, we have got to figure this out. You got to quit messing around, go see them and figure this out." And so I flew up after Mike told me to get to work. I jumped off my plane and came up to see you guys. And so I'd love to start with Mike to just say welcome to the family.
Bryan, thank you, buddy. Bryan and Doug, this is a great, great day for integrity. Going back all the years that we've worked together, I got to tell you, the putting together the exclusive deals throughout the years, I can certainly tell you that most of those deals would have never happened if it had not been for you, Bryan, and you, Doug. After we get off the call with some of the carriers, the first call that I make is to our engineer, and that's you guys. Definitely a crowning jewel and the history of integrity. Now best distribution partners in the industry, best advertising firm in the industry, and now the most admired and respected consulting firm in the industry. I got to tell you, great business consultants over the years, but just as important, great people and great, great friends. Welcome to the Integrity family, guys.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Mike. We also have Mike Wingate. Mike, are you there with us?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, my friend.
Okay. Hopefully I stay there. I am so excited, guys. I'm shaking here this morning. So this is a dream come true. So Bryan and Doug, thank you and for trusting us, and we're so excited to put all these pieces together and change the industry even more than you guys have already.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, Tom Sheath is on as well. He wanted to say a quick congrats.
Hey, good morning, guys. Wow, this is absolutely an incredible day for all of us. It's kind of funny. Last night, every now and then we get an invitation to come talk, and so I immediately text Bryan Adams and say, "Okay, who is it?" And he immediately responds, "I can't tell you." It's like, well, come on, give us a hint. He's like, "Nope, we're going to shock and awe the world." And you know what, guys? We are going to when this thing gets announced. This puts us in an elite level of a club of one, and that's integrity. And we are going to have so much fun here in the future. I've known both of you guys probably both around 20 years. Couldn't be more proud of Bryan and Doug, what you've built there at CSG. And, from the early stages we saw it to today. And, man, we're going to have a lot of fun together. Appreciate all the friendships in the past and look forward to a great partnership going forward.
Thanks, Tom.
Same
Tom,
here, Tom.
sorry I couldn't tell you.
Cheers.
Tom, I promised Bryan and Doug we're going to keep it quiet. Sorry I couldn't tell you. But I'm trying to be a man of my word. John Bettis, are you on?
Well, it's tough to follow this crowd. But Bryan and Doug, I've known you guys since I had hair. You guys were talking about hair earlier, and I was scratching my head trying to remember when did I meet Bryan and Doug for the first time, and I thought, man, I had hair then. I know it's 10 years, at least 12. But it is truly a game changer to have you guys part of the platform. This is awesome. You guys have built such a respectable business. It's just, I didn't know either, and as soon as I heard the name, I just started shaking, like Tom said. Congratulations. Glad to be partners with you guys. This is a game changer for everybody, and look forward to working with you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Very much.
And then Ryan Kimball, are you there with us?
Yeah, Brian, I'm here. Hey, guys. Super excited this morning. I know most of the guys have welcomed you to the family. It's great to see not only what you guys do, but the brand you've built and the reputation you have in the marketplace, now be a partner with us at Integrity. So super excited. I got several texts this morning of popcorn eating and just kind of waiting for the announcement. So it was interesting to see who it was. And Brian Adams, for you, brother, great job. Brian and Doug, great job. We'd love having you on board and can't wait to see what we can do together. So congratulations, guys.
Thanks, Ryan. Means a lot.
So, man, guys, I've just gotten blown up. I've got so many different people who would love to say something, but I know, and this is part of the fun about being part of the Integrity family is when you get to work with all the people you love and admire and respect, and so I've got one more real quick, and then I know a lot of people will reach out to you today, but Dan McNerney, are you there with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me, Brian?
Hey, buddy, I hear you great, yeah.
Hey, number one, continue to be amazed with Brian and Eric and Ann and all the, we could go on and on and on, but I continue to be blown away by the new partnerships that are being announced and the new partnerships that we're making going forward. To Brian and Doug, wow, congratulations. I can't even think back to I remember the early days of CSG, Brian, and of course working with Doug when he was at Mutual of Omaha, and just you guys have always been the go-to actuaries for Medicare supplements specifically. We throw in another actuarial name, Doug Price, that's one of our partners, and over at IAS, I don't know of anybody that could talk about actuaries in the Medicare supplement market without those three names coming up. And now to have CSG and all of the different things that they bring to the table as a part of Integrity, wow, it's going to be something. I know it's been said earlier by others, but over my years of working with actuaries, there really are, and Bryan Neary kind of alluded to this, different types of actuaries. And you need all of them. You need the actuary that's sitting in that little closet with the door closed and pounding away at those numbers and making those happen. But you also need what I've termed over the years marketing actuaries, and that's exactly what Doug and Brian bring to the table, the ability to see that whole picture. As Doug said, if we put together on the agent side the cheapest rates and the highest commissions, we know that doesn't last very long. If Doug and Brian put together a program for a company where the rates are high and the commissions are low, that doesn't work. So it really does take that art of putting all of that together, and you guys have mastered that, as well as all the other things that go on with CSG. So I could go on, but congratulations, guys. Proud to have you as a partner at Integrity.
Thanks, Dan.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, and Brian, Doug, I'm just getting blown up. I'm just going to read a couple of them. Lenny Anderson just texted me, said, congratulations on a great partner you brought in with Brian and Doug. Quality people, another fantastic job. Love this. And Sam Corey III said, unbelievable. So there's Laura Kimball saying this is huge. John DeBoss, Premier, he said, as the former POTUS says, this is huge. So I just wanted to throw those out there for you. We're getting a lot of fun ones. So I really appreciate the opportunity to partner with you guys. This is one of those exciting days that I think we'll all look back on for a very long time. And so for everybody on this call, we want to let all the partners and the employees at Integrity know before everybody else, this announcement's going to go out tomorrow. We got a great video. We got a great press release. This is one of those that will get a lot of people's attention. So as soon as you get this and it's released in the morning, please be sure to like and share and send around to your friends and family and in the industry, because there's going to be a lot of people that will be excited about this. The other thing is, I want to just say that we've also got a lot of customers here at CSG that are not in the Integrity family as of yet, and so we also want to be cautious about that and to treat people with respect. One of our core values here at Integrity is respect, and so we want to make sure that we're thoughtful about the way we respond and not rub things in people's face, because this will get a lot of people's attention. And so I ask you to be sensitive to that and respectful in the industry, because this is a groundbreaking moment, and I think just a transformational moment for the industry, but also just for Integrity. So as soon as this goes out tomorrow, please like and share, but I just wanted to say that as well. So Bryan Neary, Doug Feekin, everyone at CSG, all the incredible people that you guys have, we are humbled. As you've heard our partners talk about, we're humbled to be your partner. And together we can innovate the insurance business in a different way than ever possible. So thank you again for joining us, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Bryan.
Thanks, Bryan.
Thanks, everybody, for joining today. Richard Matheson, thanks so much for playing. That was a lot of fun. Doug and Bryan, thank you so much for joining us. All the partners who jumped on, really appreciate everybody's excitement. And certainly David and Tyler, appreciate you guys as well. So hope everybody has a great week. Excited to see what we accomplish this week and the response we get in the industry. God bless everybody. Talk to you guys soon.